Good afternoon. For those of you who don't know, my name is Maya Karen. I run a fashion blog called Classically Kept. It does feature luxury, contemporary, and how-to style, and now natural hair care. So if you are into any of those things, please consider subscribing to my channel and clicking the notification bell. That way you will never miss a video. So it has been a long time since I have done a sit-down video. I know I have been MIA, and I believe the last 3 videos that I share with you guys are vlogs. So today, just going to get really quickly right into things. Today, we are going to be talking about 8 luxury trend items that I will not be buying, partaking in, thinking about, but they are everywhere. They don't fit my aesthetic, and I will give you a couple of other reasons why as to why I will not be buying the luxury items. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the very first luxury piece or luxury trending piece that I know everybody has seen. If you are not living under a rock, then you have seen this. You have probably seen it from your favorite influencer. They're being given out. They're being plastered everywhere. And you know exactly what it is I'm talking about. This is a hard, absolutely not, even if someone were to gift to me, a hard no. It is the Chanel heart bag. I don't care if it comes in black. I don't care if it comes in pink. And I don't care if it comes in purple. As a matter of fact, to me, the purple and the pink one are even more juvenile than the black one. This bag to me is just giving me, and it comes in a couple of sizes. And I know, as a matter of fact, they have one that you can just kind of like put on your wrist as a charm or whatever. This is very much giving me Claire's from 2000 and 1990 when I used to save up my little money and go to Claire's. I feel like I could find this bag in Claire's back then, and now I feel like I would have either seen it in limited to, or they changed their name to Justice. The bag is just so juvenile. I feel like this is a bag that is it Northwest, whatever that child's name is, and then Blue Ivy, and then her 2 siblings. I feel as though it is a very juvenile bag. I don't understand the allure, besides it being a Chanel piece, and not to mention, the bag is so hard to get that at this point, like on Fashion File or any of your secondhand your pre-loved market websites, I have seen this bag going for $8,000. I'm not even talking about a classic flap. I'm not even talking about the small size. I'm talking about the mini, okay? The mini black one is going for $8,000. I understand novelty, but I think that there are so many other different, quirky, beautiful novelty bags that you can buy instead of this one. For whatever reason, whenever Chanel debuts or they have some type of oddly shaped bag, it does very well. Don't get me wrong, what is it, the perfume bottle? If I could find one of those, to be honest, I would actually carry one of those. But the heart bag, I just feel like it is a very juvenile bag. Nobody over the age of, I would say, 11. 12 might be pushing it, certainly so at 13, because you know when you're 13, it's your first teen year and you think you're grown. But I just think the bag is just so juvenile. It's overhyped. I don't get it. Not to talk about all of the quality issues and the customer service issues that Chanel is having, okay? The second one is also going to be from Chanel, and I will admit that at first I did want a pair of these, but now looking back, I'm kind of glad that I did not call the Chanel boutique and at least put my name on. It is going to be the Chanel logo platform sandal. They come in 2 heights and they come in 3 colors. They come in black and white, they come in purple and black, and then they come in pink and black, which I'm assuming is to match the Chanel heart bag. I don't so much. It's not the silhouette because it's a platform and it is just like your average sandal. It's how they did it. It's the logo. Because I was thinking to myself, okay, maybe I would like the highest heel height, of course. And then maybe I could pair it with like all of my white dresses. Y'all know white dresses, especially for summer, is one of my favorite things to wear. But anytime I see somebody style the shoe, even when it is the black and white, the higher heel heights, to me personally, the lower heel height goes a little matronly. But whenever I see someone styling it, it just doesn't come across as elevated and chic. It comes off not necessarily tacky, but it comes off very kitsch or kitsch, like kind of like rockabilly, or like you're doing like a play on the 50s and 60s. And again, if you go on the pre-loved market, they're selling upwards of anywhere from $1,500 to $2,500. I think in store they start at $9,000, they might go up to like $1,100. But I'm so glad that I did not buy them, but I don't think that they are going to have as much staying power as people think they are, okay? Number 3, and you guys have heard me talk about this before as far as just trends across the board that I will not be trying, but now there are more fashion houses that are coming out with this type of shoe, and it is the extreme platform, okay? We've seen the Miu Miu, we've seen the Valentine, we've seen the Valentino, and we have seen the Fendi. Bottega has now come out with the Pear, and the front of that shoe is like just simply flat, and then it has the triangle logo where you snap it on to your ankle. I've said it before and I will say it again, this is giving me Bratz doll. Also, I don't want to offend anyone, but also to me personally, what it kind of reminds me of is it kind of reminds me of like a stripper trying to reintroduce herself back into society, or she got an invite to go to like a cocktail party or to go to kind of like a who's party. And those shoes are kind of like her rendition or her thought process of, okay, these are my cocktail or my corporate or my event shoes. They don't look flattering on anyone. I have seen all of them styled so many different ways on many women that I love, but it doesn't do it for me. And I'm not talking about someone who's already 6 foot tall and they choose to wear these shoes. I'm just talking about aesthetically. They don't look good. And this will be a very much a 2021 or a 2022 shoe. Someone is going to look at that shoe and say, I know exactly when you bought that shoe and you should have left it there. Really, you should have left it in the store. But I don't find anything elegant, chic, upscale, or aesthetically pleasing about that shoe. Number 4, if you've been following my channel, you know that I love YSL and you know that I love Dior. I have several pieces from each house, but for me, this is more so of a quality issue. So the YSL has come out with a new hobo bag, and it comes in all the beautiful colors. It comes in white, cream, gray, it comes in black, it comes in the 2 newest colors, the pink and the green. And for me, it's a quality issue. For what the bag is, I don't think it's priced appropriately. The bag is priced at $2,250. In my personal opinion, it needs to be priced at more around $1,500 or to $1,700. I actually tried this bag on. The silhouette is absolutely beautiful and it's in a smooth leather. But the one that I tried on, and I understand that it is a try-on bag. I understand it's a display bag. First of all, it was very flimsy, not very sturdy. It was very thin. The leather was scratched. So for me, this bag is more of a quality. If you're looking for a hobo bag that is priced very well, I would actually suggest to you the Gucci Jackie bag, okay? So this one is not necessarily aesthetic. For this one, it is quality. And I kind of feel like with there not just being 4 seasons anymore, I feel like some of the luxury houses are also trying to keep up with that, because now you have luxury houses that are going to do the 4 seasons. They're going to do fall and winter. They're going to do spring and summer. Some have a cruise collection, and then some will do a resort wear collection. Then you just have companies, or then you just have houses that are just shooting out or just debuting new stuff every month, every week, every other month, okay? I feel like they're trying to keep up with the fast fashion, and sometimes the quality is left by the wayside, and I think that's what happened with the hobo bag, okay? Number 5 is going to be the Valentino One Stud Bag. And it's not the color for me, it's just kind of what it reminds me of. It's the mini bag, and it has that one large stud like right in the middle of the bag. And I don't know why I keep getting this vision, but whenever I see that bag, it's giving me areola. And I don't know why. I mean, it's a mini bag, you know, you see the picture right here, and then it just has this one large stud right in the middle. And don't get me wrong, I love Valentino and I love the clothing and the bags and the shoes. Y'all know, but I do have the large Roman stud white and black bag on my luxury wish list. But for me, this bag, and maybe because it's the mini one, it's giving me Tata vibes, because I've actually seen like some influencers or some content creators buy 2 and they're just kind of like sling them over and they're just like sitting like right here. I don't know what it is about the bag, but it's just giving me areola. I can't explain it. That's just what it's giving me. So it's a no for me. Number 6, you guys have heard me talk about these before, and I will keep talking about them because I feel as though that there are so many other comfortable, cute, and chic options. It is the dad sandal. First Chanel, then Louis Vuitton, then you have Prada. Dior is actually doing a collaboration with Birkenstock. I'm not even excited about that. And I have said this before. And this is not the only, Dior is not the only fashion house that I feel like is doing this. Dior to me is a very classic brand. When you go into Dior, you're going to see some trendy pieces, more so with color. But when it comes to silhouettes and when it comes to their ready to wear and when it comes to their most used bags, or when it comes to their iconics or classics, it's pretty much the Lady Dior and things like that. I feel as though that Dior is trying to keep up with the times. I feel as though that they are trying to appeal to a younger crowd, which I understand, but at the same time, I don't want them to forget about their core base, because millennials and Gen Zs, or your younger millennials and your Gen Zs, they flip with the light switches. 1 minute something is in, the next minute it's not. 1 minute they're okay, the next minute they're offended. But dad sandals, I don't get them. I don't like them. I understand that they are comfortable, but there are just so many other shoes that are comfortable. I will even take a tennis shoe over a dad sandal, because 5-7 years ago, they really were dad sandals. You never would have seen a model, a celebrity, or an influencer wearing a dress that I'm wearing and then throwing on a pair of dad sandals with it and then being called a visionary or it being called edgy. I just think sometimes trends need to stay where they are or who they're made for, okay? Number 7, I'm going to call this, I guess, stringy cutouts. Y'all know that I love cutouts. Y'all know that I love anything backless. But what I mean by this, and I've been seeing it everywhere and I really wish that it would stop, are the cutouts in the inappropriate or the non-body complimenting way. And what I mean by that, if you go on Cold Guy, you see it all the time. You see it in your luxury fashion houses as well. But it's like these sets and the strings. So you have the top, it's like a crop top, and then you have the strings that come down and they're attached. Then you have like the little midi skirt that comes like down to the low rise, and then like you have the strings that are attached to it. I am so tired of seeing them. And here's the reason why. Don't get me wrong, they're made in beautiful colors and textures, but the reason why I'm tired of seeing it and the reason why I'm not going to be participating in it, number 1, it's a little too much skin for me, but number 2, if you really look at the models and if you look at the people who are wearing them, when you start cutting things diagonally on a slender person, and even sometimes someone who's a little bit curvaceous, you're cutting them. So it makes them look even boxier than they are. And it's not just like the strings. It's like the like you have the bandeau top, and then you have like the string coming down, and then you have the rest of the dress or the rest of the skirt. It's cutting people in the wrong places, and it's making people look boxier than they actually are, okay? And the last one is going to be the crystal bag trend. Y'all saw in my video of like just certain trends that I will not be participating in is the Fendi baguettes with all of the sequins, anything sequins. I do not want a sequins bag. Now that we have already sold out, or now that everybody is over the sequins, we have now moved to the crystal bags. The very first one that I saw was Prada. They have it in very many renditions of all of their bags. I don't like them. They come off to me as a little cheap, again, a little kitsch, a little trendy, and these bags are upwards of $2,500 to $3,500. I know that Alexander Wang has now come out with one, and now that they have had a sale on their website, they are sold out. Even so, Express actually has a dupe of the Alexander Wang bag. And again, these are very trendy pieces. 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now, you're not really going to see someone in the middle of the day carrying a large bag that has sequins and rhinestones or crystals all over the bag. For me, particularly the Prada ones, I just don't like. They do have like the long square one with the crystals all over it. They do have like their Prada nylon one. They have it in black, and they also have it in periwinkle. Y'all know that as far as periwinkle and lavender are concerned, I do have a head wrap that color, and I actually really like the way that bag I like the way that head wrap looks on me, or the color looks on me. But as far as like the bag itself, that is a very now color. That bag is going to be dated very easily. Again, it's going to kind of be like, for me personally, the platforms. You know the era of that bag. And a lot of people are also finding that when it comes time to actually style this bag, it's not as easily styled as you think it would be, even though it's just one base color. So it's a no for me. I think the bag has done what it has needed to do, because I have seen them everywhere. But I have also seen a lot of YouTubers, or a lot of people who are into fashion like that. I've seen them buy the bag, and then I've seen them sell it. I've been seeing them on Fashion File. I've been seeing them on The Real, because I think they realize that once they get it home, if they bought it for a specific outfit, or let's say they bought it for New York Fashion Week or anything with the sequins or the crystal, I think they're finding that in everyday life, it is a little bit harder to style than they thought than they thought it would have been. Okay, so those are all of my picks for right now for all of the luxury items that I will not be buying. Let me know in the comments if I have missed anything, or let me know in the comments if anything that you have seen that you will not be buying. I just want to remind you that here on YouTube, I do upload videos every Wednesday and Sunday. And of course, right here, I will put my Instagram handle, which I am back on now. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, you guys. Bye.